Hey, what's going on, guys? So I got something super awesome today. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you know that I have actually reviewed a lot of these custom Sega Saturn games from a couple various sources, but the majority of them have been from PipeDreams Games. I've actually become really good friends with the creator of PipeDreams Games, and you know, he always sends me stuff for review. And it's funny, you know, I always say this on the channel, and I'll say it for this video as well. You know, everything I review on this channel, especially stuff that's sent to me, you know, I like to review it through my own lens. I don't try to be like, oh, this is really cool if it's not, you know what I mean? But with PipeDreams Games, it's always super duper easy to recommend them. I mean, the games are phenomenal. The quality is insane. I mean, like, insane. And I've actually reviewed 11 of the games that he has on the channel so far. Today's gonna be number 12. In fact, the next couple videos are probably gonna be games from him. He actually sent me like a little care package of games, so I'm going through the process now of playing them, checking them out, and going through everything with them. That said, I know a lot of people are interested in these videos or these games in general, so to make things easier, I actually made a new playlist that has all of these games on there from PipeDreams Games, and just to make things a little easier for you. So, you know, if you want to look at this video description, wherever the playlist is, it'll be in there as well. But, you know, before I start, once again, thanks, PipeDreams Games, for sending this out. But this is a game I really like. I'm a huge Working Designs fan, and this is a Working Designs game that was originally on the PS1, but in Japan, it was on the Sega Saturn, so being able to play this in English on my Sega Saturn is going to be dope. That said, I do want to preface a couple things about these games. You know, one, the majority of them will need either a RAM cart or a pseudo Saturn to play, just so you know. And I described that in one of my other videos. I forget which one, but essentially it lets you play, you know, burnt games easily. And by easily, I mean you just pop them in. Like, you don't have to do anything. You just pop the game in and run with it. And then the other thing is the thing I like about these games is every single thing I've gotten from him is usually a Japanese game or a fan translation of something we didn't get here in America. So it's not like it's muddying the collector's market with like, oh man, you know, it's a fake silhouette Mirage for the Sega Saturn. Like, we didn't get this in America. So like, it's cool. It's cool for the shelf. It's cool to be able to play it on your console itself. But without further ado, let's open up and check out the PipeDreams game version of Silhouette Mirage. Hey, but before we get too far today, let's thank the sponsor of today's video, and that is that weird, like, cucumber flavored Gatorade. It's weird, right? I mean, like, you drink it and it's not really that good, but like, it's really refreshing. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, I wouldn't drink it for the flavor. It can't really be good for you because it's Gatorade, but I mean, I don't know, man. It makes you feel good. So every time I get one of these, you know, I'm always just blown away by the quality. Like, I've never once ever been even close to disappointed to how nice these things look. But, you know, first off, it has this awesome, you know, freaking long box Sega Saturn case. They're those really nice high-end kind of cases they started making recently. That's the ones he uses. But I mean, let's look at the art. You know, Silhouette Mirage has this cool, you know, I mean, it's the main character of the game. The spine is beautiful, has the gradient on the lettering. I always like that they have like the little kind of like number that, you know, all the Saturn games had a number down there. On the back, I mean, like, this looks so legit. Player One, Sega, you know, backup, animated device. I mean, like, it just looks like something you would be buying in the store. I mean, it's really cool. It has the full kind of description of the game, some screenshots. Let's go ahead and open her up. The disc itself, wow. So this is the first time I've opened it, obviously. Has that cool kind of holographic sheen. They always look super legit. I love how the number, of course, matches the number on the side, you know, so it's like, it just feels so legit. That's the only way I can say it. But yeah, I mean, this looks great. Obviously foiled, printed, you know, just, it's legit as hell. Then you have the book itself, and you know what? Shout out to these books, because first off, we don't have books anymore. But another cool thing is Radiant Silvergun. And Thunder Force 5, he makes both of these. I've actually have videos on the channel of unboxing both of these games. So it's like these are legit games you can get from them. It's so cool over at PipeDreams. So opening it up, you have a... I want to check something on the disc real quick. I mean, these manuals are always so... like realistic, you know what I mean? So it has the table of contents, the, you know, full color, nice printed, you know, look at this. It's like the story, the characters, all the stuff, you know, you get to know your game, your console, the controls, characters, all the little dialogue stuff. I mean, like, it's just so freaking legit. It's crazy. So, you know, more of the cast of characters. Then we have, you know, starting the game, new game, load game, you know, how to play, what to do, understanding the game screen. So, I mean, it's like as legit as a manual is going to get. Shows all the skills and abilities, how to play, the button prompts, character skills. Looks like some information on other enemies in the game. And, yeah, I mean... even has like area overview for the different levels. God, it's so good. These are all so good. And then the notes section, and oh, I missed a part. Yep. So several pages for notes sections, just like the manuals had back in the day. Kind of like the fake warranty, like all this stuff is, you know, like what you'd see legitimately on the back of an original, you know, game from back in the day. I mean, there's so much details put into these. At this point, what I'm going to do is just kind of talk a little bit about the game itself, show some gameplay. Silhouette Mirage, kind of like a platformer kind of game. And the neat thing about this one, though, is as you can see from the main character from the front of the box, like you have two colors, like red and blue or purple or pink. You know, if you want to call it pink and purple or red and blue, you know, it's everyone's a little different there. But like the different enemies have different weaknesses, and then whichever way you're facing, or you can switch your color side. Basically, you just have to line up your color and attacks with the enemies to do damage to them. And one thing it kind of reminds me of, which was another game around this time period, I haven't like looked it up myself, but if you think of Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, or really any of the Street Fighter 3 games, specifically Third Strike's the one I'm thinking of though, because that was the first Street Fighter game where they didn't just use mirrored sprites, like the left looking and the right looking were different. And the reason I bring that up, because obviously that's what this whole gameplay is based off of. The final boss of Third Strike was Gil, and he was half red, half blue. And if his red side was facing the screen, all of his attacks were fire. And if it was the blue side was facing the screen, all of his attacks were ice. So it really kind of reminds me of that. But this game itself, really fun platformer, really cool game. Like I said, I have a monstrous Working Designs collection, so I have this game, the PS1 version, the Working Designs PS1 version. So to have this version that I can play on my Saturn, which I always love playing on my Saturn, any excuse I have to boot that bad boy up, I take, is great. But I mean, like I said, you're checking out the gameplay now. It's a fun game. It's so cool. Definitely worth a look. You know, all the contact information I'm going to have for PipeDreams games, just like the other videos, is in the description. Check him out. Shoot him a message, man, because he's a real cool person to work with. And tell him where where you found out about him. If you found out about him from this video, or you watched this video, tell him you know you saw it on Blips and Pips. Tell him Wolf sent you. And you know, I don't know if that means anything, but you know, maybe you know like work a bundle deal, get some you know. I watched this video, a couple videos. I like this game. You know, more people are always willing to work with you when you make some good deals. And, you know, hopefully you're liking what you're seeing, because I love every second of the games I've been getting from him. I mean, the freaking quality is off the charts. Great on the shelf. Fun to play on the actual hardware. I mean, I feel like a broken record because every video I kind of say the same thing, but I just can't believe how high the quality is when it comes to these games. So once again, man, I feel like a broken record, but you know, the quality is just outstanding, knocked out of the park. This thing is beautiful. It's gonna look great on my shelf. I have, you know, at this point, I have a whole shelf of games from PipeDreams games, just because it's, you know, I I just keep getting them. You know, and I love to have them on my shelf. I love displaying them. I love playing them. You know, looking back when I was making that playlist of some of the older videos, it's awesome, some of the games that are on that list. Like I said, all of his contact information, everything you need to get a hold of him in the description down below. I highly recommend, you know, getting a couple games. You know, they're so cool. They're so fun to play on actual hardware. And just the quality is outrageous. But hey, don't take my word for it. I mean, you've seen the video. Go look at the playlist. Go check out some of the other videos. Like I said, reach out to PipeDreams Games, man, because they deserve your business. And that's going to do it for us today, guys. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, please do. It'd be phenomenal. But as always, my friends, take it easy.